Hey, welcome back to P Talk. I'm your host, Pumpy. Here on P Talk, we like to give people in VRChat a chance to talk about things that they're proud of either in the game or out in the real world. No drama, no mess, just real people talking about what they love and what they're proud of. So come on in. This is P Talk. Hey folks, welcome back to P Talk. We are back today with our guest, Shadow 5096. How
What's
are you
going on?
today? That's right,
I'm
that's
good. I'm good.
right.
How about yourself?
I can't lie. My day's just getting started. I just woke up a little bit ago. Getting the ball rolling. uh,
Okay.
yes, sir. So, you know how this goes. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit this time now. Who do you
Okay.
feel like you are? And then guess the real world. Let's start there. Who is Shadow 5096 IRL? Give me that.
Shadow. Me personally, I see myself as a creative vessel. I'm uh, I'm normally creating something. I'm doing something with my hands, whether it be photography, messing with cars, or possibly traveling. I just came back from Florida in February. Not Florida, New York. I just came back from New York in February, and they had that little blizzard and everything.
Yeah, I
It
heard
was,
about that.
I got stuck out there for an extra 2 days, but I wasn't complaining. It's a really beautiful area. It was my first time and everything, so getting some snowy photos out there was really nice. So I'm just a creative vessel, if that makes any sense.
Very nice. Okay. So you like to stay moving, you keep grounded. You sound like a humble guy. I like that. Seeing the world, take pictures, sightseeing, also just capturing the beauty in the everyday.
Hmm.
So that's huge. I like that. And how do you keep active throughout your day? Like, yes, I know you said you do traveling, you do work on cars, photography. How else do you keep active?
I'm actually in the gym. I've been going.
Nice.
I do go to the gym. I do touch grass a little bit.
There we go.
So if I'm not just maintaining, my physical form, I usually keep my mind up as well through rock climbing. Most people wouldn't really know that about me, but that's a really nice way for me to clear my mind, decompress, and still get a nice workout.
Wait, that's not. It's not stressful for you. I know some people get like really terrified of heights. They get up there and they're looking down. And they start shaking a little bit. It's really interesting to hear that it's calm. You feel centered. The more away you are from the center of the earth, you feel more centered.
Man, it's because once you're up there, especially when you do bouldering, if for the people that don't know, bouldering is without the rope. So you don't have like the little bungee. So the
Oh.
wall goes up, yeah, the wall goes up about like 6 to 12 feet, but there's a really big cushion mat under it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you fall off, you're free falling, but as long as you fall on your back, you're fine. But it's once you're in the middle and you're trying to solve this route going up, everything doesn't matter. Like I could be, oh man, they just took my car or something like that, or oh no, I had
Mm.
a bad day at work. But when I'm up there, it's just me and the wall, and I'm just focused, and it's just complete zen.
What you're saying about rock climbing because as you're going up, you have no choice but to focus on nothing but the wall because otherwise you're falling. You're just falling. So you
Exactly.
have to keep that laser focus. Whatever you walked in with, whatever bad day you're having, it has to wait until you get back on the ground
Hmm.
itself. And it kind of, I see what you're saying, how it kind of sends you back to reality.
Hmm.
How did you get into this?
Rock climbing. In my area, there was this big building, and it had outdoor, like, I would say a contraption, or like almost like a grown up size jungle gym. Never knew what it was. So me and my brother was like, okay, you just want to check it out. What is this place? Turns out it's an indoor rock climbing gym. We tried it, saw a few guys hit some crazy, calisthenic moves on the wall, and I was like, you know what? I want to do that. I want to do that. How do I do that? He's like, oh yeah, no, it's just finger strength, forearm strength. You really got to condition
Crazy
your
grip
body.
strength. Crazy grip strength for
And
sure.
what I love about it, it's not just about, oh, I can, deadlift 200 pounds and I can do this and that. No, it's really, you have to learn how to hold yourself in certain positions, and you're
Mm.
exercising different parts of your muscles that you don't use every day. So I can go climbing with somebody that could bench press 200 pounds, but they get on the wall, they're like, oh man, I can't carry my own weight. This is crazy.
They
How are
don't know
you
how
just
to
hanging
support
up there with
themselves.
what?
They literally just don't know how to
Ex-
support themselves compared to someone that actually has
exactly.
not just the strength training, but the actual training itself to balance themselves properly. Makes
Mhm.
sense. Makes sense.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. So,
Okay, that's
I
very
really do
cool.
enjoy it.
That's huge. Have you done it's bouldering? Have you done outside boulders or rocks before, or just mostly indoor rock climbing?
Mostly indoor because I'm
Hmm.
down south, so we don't really have a bunch of hills and stuff like that. My friend did go to a trip, on a trip in Austin and show me some of the pictures. So I was like, oh man, yeah, I gotta go out there sometime. We're just waiting for the right season to actually go out there. But as of right now, I'm just indoor, strictly indoor right now. But
Hmm.
I'm still getting to go work out and having a good time.
That's awesome, and I'm sure you're looking forward to heading on out there too. You know the pictures and the nature's gonna be absolutely beautiful, and just getting
Oh
on out there and
man,
challenging yourself too. That'll be nothing but the best for you, no doubt.
exactly. Nature
Huge.
and then working on my body and stuff, keeping focus. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a
Mind,
blast.
mind, body, and soul. There you go. Shadow.
Hmm.
I do know you said you were a car guy earlier, so let's get into that a little bit too. Favorite car? Let's start there.
My favorite car, I am into older women, so I do like the 90s genre of of
Yeah.
cars. The higher the mileage, I love it. Since a car with like 500,000 miles, but is driving. So that tells me whatever hasn't broke on that car is not going to break anytime soon. If it made it this far, we are golden, and whatever has broken has already been replaced. So I love old cars, not just for the looks, but because they were just built better back then. But
That
to
is
answer your
true.
question,
They were built much better back then for sure.
exactly. But my favorite car right now is it will always be my favorite car is the second generation LS400 Lexus. Specific year 97. That's my baby. Just imagine a four-door big body sedan,
Hmm.
V8. Sounds amazing. You wouldn't expect it, but when it's like, because I'm into lowered cars, like stance cars, if you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
it's like slammed.
So yeah, I have a slammed LS400.
Oh,
It's oh man, it just
whoa.
glides on the road. It like glides on the road, sounds nice.
I'm guessing
Big
you did
car
all
guy.
the work. You did all the work yourself too. You're a car guy, so
Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Suspension, interior. The only thing I didn't do myself was paint. I don't know how to paint cars. If I could, I would have done it myself as well.
that's real. That's fair. That's fair. And since you do photography, you go out and about, you explore the landscape. Do you also do work with cars as well with photography, or how's that for you?
Yeah, I actually do dealership photography for just, my bread and butter to pay the bills and stuff like that. And then I shoot people like portrait style, like on the side. It still brings in money, but it's not consistent enough for me to be like, oh yeah, I can pay my rent and all this other stuff. So that shooting cars for dealerships, that's my bread and butter. That pays everything.
Okay, so that's how you make your living day to day. How you're able to go travel, go out there and do other
Hmm.
things. How long were you even doing photography in general? Like for about how many years?
Oh man, it has to be over a decade
Over
now.
a decade.
I've been doing it for so long now. Yeah.
That's huge, man. Over a decade. So what's the day to day like doing? Because I've never. I'll be honest. I've never thought of that as a job before. I mean, I guess it makes sense. They want those cars to sell. They want them to look good. So of course they would get somebody that's gonna, get out there and make them look good. So that's something that if somebody's into photography and they're into cars, they might not even thought of that. They just think of regular street car photography, not
Hmm.
going to a dealership and actually, putting in some work. So that's huge. What's your day to day like when you get on out there? Do they just kind of call you up? Hey, we got some cars we want to show. Can you get on out here and snap some pics?
It's more so on a Monday through maybe Saturday base, but mainly through Monday through Friday. And because we have them all under contract, we just have them on rotation. So it'll be like one dealership this day, clean it all up, another dealership another, because obviously bigger dealerships have more inventory on a day-to-day basis.
Makes sense.
So shooting used and new cars combined, that really fills up pretty fast. But yeah, I just recycle through three different dealerships at a time, and that's how kind of I make my money right now.
I love that. Hell yeah. And you said for additional extra cycle on the outside, you also do people as well, right? You also shoot people as well.
Yeah, so with my other platform, I do shoot people,
Mm,
mostly models that already have like established fan base or they work with a third party modeling agency X, Y, and Z. So not to bring up New York again, but that's where the reason why I was out there was for a Victoria's Secret model runway shoot. So I was
Oh,
invited out there, and
you were invited. It wasn't
that
like you
was
just
really
flew. Yeah, it wasn't like you just flew out there like, oh, I got tickets. Oh, I can't wait to see these girls. No,
yeah, no.
you were invited to be on out there. That's awesome.
Ye- Yeah, no. Shout out to my man Chris. He won't see this, but shout out to him. He invited me a week prior to his penthouse and just to meet some of the models that would be out there. We
Mm-hmm.
did small shoots there, and then he because he's already seen my work before, like while I was there. He was like, "Hey, you want to
Yeah.
come to New York? Is there any way you can come out and shoot this runway shoot with me?" I'm like, yeah. When do I? When is it? Let me call off right now. Hold on.
That's
So
beautiful for the
yeah, no, I was
portfolio.
invited.
Wonderful for the
Exactly.
portfolio. Have you? Well, what kind of work have you done? Well, you see, check it out right here.
Here you go. There's my credentials.
Yeah, awesome. That's huge. That's huge. So when did I guess cars was cars first before photography? Actually curious about that. Which one of these came first? And it sounds like rock climbing kind of came a little
Uh,
bit late. So between the two, which
I would
one?
say I would say photography came first because I took up a photojournalism back in high school.
Mm.
So I took that up, and at first I was like, I'm not sure this is for me, but I kind of stopped doing photojournalism for a little bit halfway through the semester and stuff. I was like, oh, I'm not sure if this is for me and stuff like that. But then my friend Luke, he got me back into it. He showed me like the basics and then how to shoot people and stuff because his sister was actually a model that traveled. So
Oh.
it just happened to work out perfectly. I was already interested. He was already knee deep in it. He just took my hand and guided me through it, and I fell in love with it ever since.
That's also you had a mentor and a teacher too, like an actual companion that actually come like, hey, there's some actual ways to improve your craft and check this out. How did cars get into the mix then? I'm curious then. Uh, yeah, how did cars get into
Um,
the mix then?
I think that was my senior year, when I graduated high school. My friend Jaden had a Nissan. For the car guys out there, it was loud. It was that type of trumpet loud, just meh, not going anywhere
Straight
type
down
of
the
car.
street, straight
But
down the street, slow as
yeah,
dirt.
yeah, just loud. And he loved that thing, but he took me to my first car meet, and that's when I saw it. I was like, "Oh, you can do this to cars? I didn't know this was a thing."
You
Like
can
I've
do
always
this
had
to
a slight
cars.
I didn't know this was an option. I just thought you bought them and then that was it. So I always had a thing for cars as well. So it wasn't like I never liked them and he just got me into it. I had magazines and then model cars in my room, but I
Oh,
just thought
okay.
you just bought them like that and that was it. You just take them to the shop to get fixed when they break down and then you keep on going. So he showed me a whole different side to the car community and then I fell in love with that as well.
How do you feel your time, excuse me, over in VRC then? Are you still kind of the same person? Still a car guy, still a photo guy, still a, all around cool dude in VR chat too?
Oh yeah, I mean, I would say I try to keep IRL and VRC completely separate,
Mm-hmm.
just so like I'm not like mixing realities. So I can just kind of like turn it off and be like, okay, I'm Shadow here, but then I'm XYZ outside. But I'm still doing the same things I love to do IRL, which is taking photos and making content and collabing with other creators in VRC. So like you can assume when I found out that there was a community that actually shoot these avatars or go out and shoot events within VRC, it just tickled my fancy, and I was like, oh, so that's my purpose here. I need to do that.
You found your pocket pretty quick because you kind of knew who you were IRL. You're like, what, I like these things, I like this things, I like these things. It made it much easier to kind of find your people. You'd say in VR chat, he's like, man, I know I mess with taking pictures. I just got to find the people that do the same thing. Quite literally.
It was I would say because I'm only a year into VRC,
Nice.
um probably a little bit less than that actually because when I first started, I was super antisocial, didn't know what VRC was and what it held within the community and stuff. So I was very introverted, didn't talk to anybody. So I was like, oh, it's probably not for me. Left for a couple of months, and then I seen TikToks of people making content for VRC, and that's what brought me back. I bought my first Abby, started learning the camera mechanics in the game, saw like they were actually pretty in depth. So I was like, oh, this is, pretty similar to like, my Canon IRL and stuff like
Very
that. I
nice.
can really do
Very
some
nice.
work in here.
What are some projects that you have, some big plans that you have? It can either be in the game or out in real world, but what are some of like the big things that we're building up to? Because knowing you and listening to you talk, and especially how you talk about the gym and just work on just problem solving and rock climbing photography, you're not done yet. You're not settled yet. You're hungry for more. So what's Shadow 5096 up to?
I would say the next project, since I feel like I have gotten a really solid foundation IRL with my photography, especially with the little side quests that I do, like, the whole New York thing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like I'm very well rounded outside. So the whole more aspect, that's where we go into VRC because I saw the potential here as well. And I found a way to fit it into my schedule. And it's still something that I love to do. So I would say my next project is just to see how far I can push VRC photography and
Mm,
see where it can take me. I saw how far IRL photography took me, so I kind of want to see what happens in here as well.
valid, valid. What I heard was interesting is that you said that what you've been noticing is that some of the work that you do in IRL, like the shots and compositions that you do in real life, don't exactly translate to VR. Why is that the case, or kind of like how so? I'm interested in that because you think it's like in camera, angle. Obviously, it's different based on
hmm
what you're shooting, but I'm a little bit curious to hear about that. So,
So what I've noticed that's really grabbing everyone's attention, people that do follow VRC content creators, is definitely the editing. It's the normal shots, like say for instance, if I were to like go to a really nice world and I have like, the smooth blurry background and a nice
mm-hmm.
composed shot, that does still, it still hits and it's still, people like them, especially if it's, a well composed shot. But what I've noticed is the what is it called? It's like it's an app called Pick Something, but the editing with that and the photos combined, it really hits different. And even I like it as well.
Mm,
I'm still experiment like that's one of the things I'm experimenting right now, and trying to see like how that kind of does within my community of followers and stuff. Um, but that's usually that's kind of what I've been seeing on all the social medias when it comes to VRC photography is a lot of editing, adding visual effects like lights,
yep.
light beams, particles, swirls in the back with lighting around the avatar and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
So that's something that I'm actually diving into right now.
Huge. Okay, so you're like we talked about just a little bit earlier. You're still looking for more. You're still looking to grow, better your content, better your potential. And you mentioned your followers. What kind of content do you kind of put out there? Where can people catch you at?
Oh, on TikTok, I go by Shadow5096. It's the same as my handle in VRC.
Mm-hmm.
The same in on Instagram as well. Instagram wise, you'll see nothing but photos. TikTok, I did start with doing videos. I did funny moments compilations
Nice.
in VRC. It's if you've been in VRC for more than 10 minutes, you know something random and hilarious is like just lurking around the corner every 5 minutes. There's
Yeah.
always something going on.
Instagram and TikTok at Shadow5096. Awesome. Huge. Uh,
Exactly.
as we're trying to talk about social media a little bit, how I'm kind of curious how long you've been working on just posting in general. I know you said you were kind of newish, so it's been like what 6 months or so.
About 3 or 4 actually. I heavily focused on just getting a few photos out there, but then I mainly focused on networking because, like I said, I was a newbie into it, even though I do it IRL. It's vastly different in here, so I kind of wanted to learn the ropes, like the do's, the don'ts. What are they doing to, grow their platform, and how can I do that as well? So that's kind of where I was when I started.
Yeah, you're. I don't know how you keep saying you sound like you're always busy.
Oh, speaking of that, I literally last night, I'm not even sure, I think I told you, but I literally did 10 collabs last night and I was up until 3 a.m. just editing everything just because I want to network with as much people as I can at this
Hmm.
point, you know?
Huge, but make sure you take care of yourself too, Shadow. Can't have you burning out too early and then the photos dry up. So make sure you pace yourself in the progress process too. That's huge.
Oh, of course, of course.
Before we kind of get to our last question here, shout outs. Anybody you want to show some love to? Anybody you thinking off the top of the dome? You want to like, hey yo, ma.
Oh, oh yeah. Shout out to my guy Mar. If Mar is seeing this, he goes by Mystical. Shout out to him. He was the first ever person that interacted with me in VRC. He saw me the first week with no body tracking, just quest and everything, and then I come back. We talked again, and then it just escalated from there. So he's been here since the jump. I got to shout out to Mystical, real guy out there, really genuine person. First real genuine experience I've had in VRC, and then we're still friends to this day. So
Awesome.
shout out to him. Who else do I shout out? Uh, uh, Luna Club. Shout out to Luna Club. Reverie, you've helped me a lot as well. You have a huge platform, and you've been nothing but helpful to me. So I gotta shout out those two people straight off the dome.
Oh, very nice. Oh, you knew exactly who you wanted to drop. I like that. You said these two people right
Oh yeah.
here. Oh yeah, they've been in from the jump. I like that for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, curious. Out of everything we talked about, all three cars, photography, traveling, rock climbing, all everything we talked about, what are you most proud of? What out of everything, if I take away from this video we're watching, I'm like, yo, who is Shadow? I know it kind of sucks because humans are more than just the one word, but I'm kind of curious. What are you most
Mhm.
proud of with all that you do?
Um, I'm gonna be honest, without the, the whole, stuff that I do, I think I'm most proud of my growth. It may sound cheesy to most people and stuff like that, but seeing who I was like a couple of years ago and then seeing myself now, if I could put those two people in the same room, they would not be able to like you're like, oh, who is that? Like that's not me. What like why is he, mingling with people in X, Y, and Z? Like he's a completely different person. Who is that? So besides everything else as a person, I'm really proud of like just my growth as a human being in general and just expanding and becoming well rounded and diverse, if that makes sense.
That is not a cheesy answer, my boy. There are a lot of people out there that are like, man, I'm gonna stay like this forever. I ain't there. There's no hope or growth in them. There's no potential, no want to adapt or change or grow. So that's huge. And like you said, if you look back on where you were a few years ago to where you are now, that's a that's a beautiful thing to be proud of, bro. Like you're actually looking back, you're like, I'm proud of what I've done, proud of the person I've become, and the things that I'm planning to do. That's a really good feeling, rather than just being like, man, where did my time go? I feel like I'm
Mm-hmm.
wasting away. And I guess
Uh-huh.
I'm curious, what was the flip there? Because it sounds like it wasn't always this way, correct? So how do we get from
No.
shadow then to shadow now?
Oh man, that's a deeper question. A lot of trial and error. I can say that. It's a lot of trial and error. It wasn't an overnight um, thing. Um I just really do believe it was the people I've surrounded myself with and pushing myself to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, if that makes sense.
Mm. Comfortable with being
And
uncomfortable. Sometimes you gotta shake it up. If you're like, man, I've been here a little too long. You might be a little too comfortable. It might be time for you to do something a little different. Do something a little different.
exactly, exactly. So I guess once I finally got comfortable with being uncomfortable, that's when the switch happened, and then I just started throwing myself into the wind, and putting myself in situations I normally wouldn't put myself in, and became comfortable in that and seeing
Healthy
what
situations.
happened.
Healthy. When he says that, he means healthy situations. By the way, he's not. We're not talking like
Yeah.
toxic. We're not talking about like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like a vigilante all of a sudden, like try and save the day like Batman. No, like healthy situations that like you can cope and like better yourselves in. I want to make that clear. I
Exactly,
want to. I
exactly.
don't want anybody to twist that and take that the wrong way by mistake.
Oh man, I'm gonna run around the city butt naked. That's a
Yeah.
new experience for me.
Like
Woo! Like
whoa,
no,
whoa,
don't do
whoa!
that.
Shadow 5096 said that. It's like no, the hell I did not.
I am not liable for anything. Okay, take it with a grain of
It's
salt.
with a grain of salt, please. We are just people on the internet. uh, man,
Exactly.
that's awesome.
Uh,
So I think that's pretty much that's the main chunk of our interview. Is there anything any questions for me? Anything you want to say for the viewers at home? Anything you want to double back to?
um, keep exploring.
Yeah.
Don't stay stagnant. Don't get comfortable. I know it's really easy to get comfortable comfortable in life or whatever you're doing, but continue to push yourself. I know it's hard. Life can get hard, but I promise if you keep going, as much as you probably have heard this, trust me, I was the same way. I was like, man, that's cheesy, man. I don't want to hear that.
The wait on
That's
it, wait on it,
stupid.
wait on it.
It's stupid, but I mean, really, just push yourself. Whatever you like to do, whatever gets you out of bed, keep pursuing that in a healthy manner. You know
Mm,
what I mean? I'm not saying jump off the porch, today and do blah say blah, but definitely keep pushing yourself. Whatever is driving you to get up in the morning, keep doing it. I promise it gets better. Life gets better. Whatever you're going through, I promise you'll get through it.
Very nice, Shadow. And it sounds like you've been through your own damn self to even be able to say that, right? Sounds like
Exactly. You
you're
gotta
speaking
go
from
through it to be able to talk
experience.
about it.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
You're not just talking at your ass. You're speaking from experience. I like that.
Hmm.
Shadow,
Exactly.
I really appreciate you coming on to the show. It's always a pleasure. That's why I even similar to you. That's why I even put the show together. To talk to people, meet the new people in the game, because there are a lot of interesting people that do play the game, such as yourself. I could have walked past you in a black cat, and I would have known that you do photography IRL. You've shot for Victoria's Secret, and you shoot for cars currently now. That you do rock climbing. Like I would have known this if this interaction hasn't occurred. So. I appreciate you taking the time out to even come on out here, dude. So thank you very much.
Yeah,
Uh,
no problem. Thank you for having me.
likewise, likewise. Folks, this has been P Talk. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We got new people coming every week. People like Shadow, people like you, people that play the game. And I want to talk to you guys. So stay around because I'm going to be around.